Hi guys, so excuse the rough face, the fact that I'm in my pyjamas. I decided to throw on a wig, so that's the only thing that looks presentable in this video. I just wanted to look somewhat put together. But one of the videos I've been wanting to do is like a vlogish book wrap up. So I'm going to be giving you my thoughts and reviews pretty sure immediately after I finished a book, and that's going to be my wrap up for the month. So today it is Thursday the 7th of June and I've not too long just finished Practical Magic. What's the time? It's just gone 1:30 p.m. So yeah, I finished Practical Magic, a beginner's guide to crystals, horoscopes, psychics and spells by Nikki van der Kar, and I really enjoyed this one. I haven't put together my written review just yet. I think I'm gonna write that up on Goodreads and that after I've done this little video. But oh yeah, one of the reasons I wanted to do like a vlog style, I had it in my mind but I wasn't too sure how I was gonna do it. I didn't know if I was just gonna sort of vlog little snippets of how I'm finding the book to be, sort of like how I do it for my Harry Potter videos. I sort of vlog my experience and then I give a review at the end. So I didn't know if I was going to do that and then just review them normally like a regular wrap up at the end, but then I thought that might be a bit too long. And then I saw, I think it was Pens and Pages, do a video which is more of an understandable style, which is basically this, reviewing it on the day and then compiling the footage together to make the wrap up, and it's more interesting I think as well. So I'll keep the other style for the Harry Potter reading things that I do. But yes, so I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. I really did enjoy it. Initially I thought it was going to be a nice sort of side read along to the magazines that I currently read. I'm really behind on them. They are the Mind, Body and Spirit magazines by the publisher D'Agostini. And yeah, to be honest, there was quite a few things that I had already learned in the magazines that I feel like were put together really nicely and a little bit more fleshed out in this. However, this is just a very nice basic introduction to crystals, horoscopes, psychics, spells, that sort of stuff. It's got chakras, it's got you know, healing crystals, stuff like that, palmistry. It was amazing. Herbs, like how to use herbs for different spells and such. It was really great. I did enjoy it. I will say the only thing that stopped me from giving it 5 stars was the fact that I feel like some parts were a little bit slow, which sounds strange because this isn't like a storytelling book, you know, but by that I mean there were some parts that were just dragging out. Maybe I wasn't as interested in that particular part, and it just felt slow to me and I'd sort of lost focus on it. But other than that, this was a beautifully put together book. Like, the illustrations in here are absolutely stunning. Like, the layout of the book itself, it's just beautiful to read. I'm so glad that I've got this. There's me reviewing it. I wanted to actually do a duo review of this and another book that I think is similar, so I'm going to stop talking about this now. But yeah, I'm hopefully going to read the book that I think is similar sort of soon. I don't want to read it straight after this one because I don't want it to alter my enjoyment or sort of skew my opinion in any way, because sometimes I find that happens. So I'm going to read a book in between. I'm going to have a little look now, see what I pick up, and I will get back to you in the rest of the month to let you know the other books I finished. Hopefully I finish more than one. Last month was really fun. I managed to read 3 books. As some of you know, I have been struggling to read a lot of late because of other priorities and stuff. But yeah, hopefully I can read just as much or possibly exceed 3 books. But yeah, great book. Totally recommend that. Please stay tuned for a more in-depth review. I sort of had to stop myself because I realised I was going too into it and I wanted to savour that review. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and write up some sort of review on Goodreads now. And yeah, how do I end this part? I don't know. Okay guys, I'm going to be frank with you all. Let me take off my glasses because I'm serious. Right, I'm going to be frank. We're all friends here. We're all adults. I feel positively betrayed. So I was doing some errands in town, being an adult with bloody migraine, you know, like you do. Gotta go on, you gotta go on. And did all my errands and I thought, you know what, I'm going to treat myself. I've got my book on me. I am going to sit in the library with my pineapple green tea Starbucks and read. Because I've not got much left of this book. I got stopped before I barely got in through the door. Can't have drinks in there anymore. they've done it all up and it's all high tech and everything. To be fair, it looks really nice. They're clearly trying to keep it clean and everything, so really well done to them. But I just felt my one safe place and I was turned away at the door. And then all the comfy outdoor benches, they're all gone. They're all gone. So I was like sitting awkwardly, finishing my cookie, thinking, should I return, should I not? There was no point really going back because the way I would have gone to walk home was the direction that I was sort of heading. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to perch somewhere, finish this cookie and then go home. So I'm now in my garden. Ignore the mess. We're in, I think, phase 2 of trying to sort the garden out for the 100th time. You know those phases, you know. So it's all like a bit cut up and messy, and obviously we've got crappy sheds and fences because we don't garden, but we should because it's nice out here. So I'm going to sit out here and torture myself some more. Yeah, because I've got a migraine, sitting out in the sun. I don't like the heat, but I thought, let's try and soak up some of that vitamin D, try and be healthy. It might help. So I'm going to finish the rest of my juice and hopefully finish the rest of my book because I've not got much left. This is The Lie Tree by Frances Hardinge, I think that's how you pronounce it. I will come back and do my little review of it once that is done. Might be out here still, might have escaped back to the living room. Wish me luck. Okay guys, so I have finally finished The Lie Tree by Frances Hardinge. I think it's just gone past 7 PM and yeah, I think I started the voyage to finish this today at about, when did I come home? Must have been going up to 4. I've been stopping and watching a bit of booktube in between, but oh my god, I'm in such a conflicted mood because as for the most part, you might have seen in my updates on Goodreads, I was struggling with this. There were parts in this that I enjoyed, but for the most part I just found it to be really, really boring. But then the last 100 pages or so, I didn't know a book could do this so much, but it just boosted up everything. It completely changed my opinion to an extent. Before I was settled on like a 2-star rating, maybe 2.5, but after that last 100 pages, it's pushed it to a 3-star, and I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I don't know if that's a fair rating because when I look back at it, the majority of it I found quite dull. But that last section, when everything was coming into fruition and everything was just escalating and happening, I just really enjoyed it. I'd never been so involved in this book until that point. I really did enjoy that bit. So if you don't know, this is one of those books that, I don't know, I had a sort of skewed thoughts on. I wasn't too sure exactly what I was expecting to see here, but from the front, Patrick Ness said it's brilliant, dark, thrilling and utterly original. The Lie Tree, I just thought it was going to focus mainly on the tree, and like I thought it was going to be like dark magic, maybe like a gothic sort of story. It wasn't like that really. So basically, Faith is our main character and her father dies under mysterious circumstances, but he leaves like this strange tree that she, as well as other specimens, that she's really intrigued by, and she's hoping to figure out what happened to her father. As you can imagine, the Lie Tree, it requires lies, and Faith gets into this big, deep, almost like conspiracy, trying to figure out the truth behind her father's death and, you know, why it happened and everything like that. It's set, I believe, in like the 1800s, I think it was the 1860s or something like that. And for the longest time I was really unsure as well, like the setting, I wasn't too sure what time period it's supposed to be. But then I got random hints, like for example, she mentioned how, I think it was like 10 years prior, convicts were sent to Australia to be banished, you know, that sort of thing. So I thought, okay, that's given me an idea of like a time frame. And then there were other hints and stuff like that. But I think because I didn't know that, that left me a bit hazy for part of it. I mean, I could sort of tell it was like from the past because of the way they dressed and spoke and such, but it would have been nice to properly see that. I don't think, I'm starting to think now perhaps there was a diary entry, but I think I might be making that up. No, I don't think it did. Anyway, I've still not written down my actual review yet, so hopefully they will flow a bit better. I think I said this last time when I did my little snippet of a review. Yeah, hopefully they'll flow a bit better in the written review. But for now, I'm just like, it's such a whirlwind. I liked it, and I'm glad that I pushed through and didn't DNF it, but there was just so much boring dullness to it for like, I felt like I wasted half of my life reading through that part, but the end I really enjoyed. It's just such a weird feeling. I wish I had felt the way I felt about the end throughout the whole thing. I just felt like it was slow building to the main plot and everything happening. It just dragged, I feel, which is strange because usually I complain that books, the plots are too fast and all that sort of stuff, but I don't know, it was more character focused than I was expecting, which again is something that I tend to like usually, but when I'm not expecting it and I'm hoping it to be like this magical dark thing about this tree that consumed lies or whatever, then obviously that's a bit of a disappointment to me. Do you know what I mean? I'm just very conflicted and confused right now about this book. I don't know. I was hoping to get the illustrated edition by, is it Chris Riddle, I think, illustrated it, but I don't know if I'd splash the cash on it now just because I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. In terms of other characters in this, Faith's father, I really couldn't stand, to be honest. I just felt like he used her, and it was just, I don't think he was a likeable character, but I can understand Faith's like determination to try and make him proud of her. I can see that, I can get that. Her mother, oh my god, I ended up liking her near the end a little bit, but I couldn't stand her either. And Faith, for an extent, wasn't a very likeable character for me either, but I appreciated some of her like attribute, some of her character, but I think as well as that, the fact that it was dull and boring attributed to the fact that the characters didn't grasp my attention either. So it's when everything finally came together that I was really enjoying it. But I'm repeating myself now. Hopefully, as I've already mentioned, it makes more sense in the written review, but yeah, I'm still a bit confused. I think I'm giving it a 3-star. I think. This book was fantastic. I did not expect to enjoy this as much as I did. I've got to say, it's a 5-star read from me. I think I've got food on my face or something. It is, what is the date? It is Thursday the 21st. Same day I got my results. A video on that will be coming soon. And I've just finished, it's like 10 to 12, no, it's about 11:30 I'd say, I think it is. I've just finished The Spider in the Corner of the Room by Nikki Owen, and it was amazing. I think it's one of those books where you should just read the back of it, get a little understanding about our main character, but basically aside from that, go in blind, because I didn't know what the hell this was going to be about. I saw the cover in the works like a few months ago or something, must have been at the beginning of the year, and it looked, well, the name was very attractive, like that was like a striking name, and the cover was really nice as well. And I didn't realise it was like a trilogy or anything like that, which it is. It's called the Project Trilogy. But I'm so glad I picked it up because it was bloody amazing. So we've got our main character called Dr. Maria Martinez. She is a plastic surgeon doctor, and she also has Asperger's. So she finds the world differently to how someone without Asperger's would find it. I think that's the main thing that really attracted me to the book, as well as the novel's title and the cover. I read the back and I saw Asperger and I was like, this is awesome. I need to read more books with diverse characters. And I read, I think it definitely stemmed from when I read The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Night Time. I just loved how the narrator was in that. I just loved reading from that perspective. So seeing this, I was like, yes, I need to try it out. And I was not disappointed. I went into it really not having much expectation, and I've come out completely like, just, I can't even, oh wow. So a few points I'll mention from my updates because I haven't yet written my review. I'll write it in a moment. I felt so like it, you know when you have an unreliable character and you just feel so confused and lost with them. I didn't feel like it was a bad thing in this case because I felt like we were learning things as Maria was learning them. Things were coming into understanding as she was getting things, as she was making them make sense, and I just felt I was so confused, but it was like I was channeling her emotions and I understood what she was feeling, and it was so amazing because I feel like it made that experience so much deeper because I was thrown in with all that emotion. Do you know what I mean? Like I can't get over it. I should probably give you a brief synopsis at least. Let me read you the back of this. So it says, Plastic surgeon Dr. Miriam Martinez has Asperger's. Convicted of killing a Catholic priest, she is alone in prison and has no memory of the murder. DNA evidence places Miriam at the scene of the crime, yet she claims she's innocent. Then she starts to remember. A strange room, strange people, being watched. As Maria gets closer to the truth, she is drawn into a web of international intrigue and must fight not only to clear her name, but also to remain alive. It was a fantastic, epic, like, thriller, murder mystery kind of book. Again, you guys know from my reading tastes and my other wrap-ups, not the thing I typically go for, but every once in a while I'll pick up something like this, and this time it was a fantastic experience. Yeah, I'm blown away by it. Awesome characters, awesome story, so complex. I was not expecting any of that. Check out my Goodreads review. I feel like I've probably been saying this throughout the whole of these vlogs. Check out my Goodreads review if you want a more cohesive, in-depth review. I'm going to write that now. Yes. Hi guys, so I haven't got a book review to do for my wrap-up, but I have come back to do a Jurassic World #2 review. Do you know what? I don't actually know what the name of the film's actually called, so let me just Google it. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. There we go. So I had to give this a 5-star. It was amazing. I actually think I enjoyed it even more than the first one. I don't know if that's just because the first one was like 2015 and I can't exactly remember all of it. But this one was just, I wasn't expecting to feel so emotional. It was like a Noah's Ark sort of biblical storyline with some different interesting plot twists thrown into there as well. I've got to say, whenever I see animals, be it dinosaurs, you know, or something else, hurt or in despair or something, my heart ached. There was a particular scene where this beautiful, I can't remember the name of it, but it's the one that looks kind of like a Loch Ness monster, the one I'd also described with an elephant kind of skin and a giraffe long neck but longer. That herbivore one. It was crying, and there was this scene and it was just, it went on and I just wanted to cry. It was just so traumatizing and so emotional. And there were other scenes where dinosaurs were being hurt, and I don't know, it focused a lot on animal rights and welfare surrounding the dinosaurs. I just thought it was so amazing. I didn't expect it to go so deep into that. Definitely think I'm going to have to go back and actually watch the originals, because there were quite a few references I picked up on but didn't understand, and I thought, ah, that's definitely a pointer to the original films. But you know what, I've got to wholeheartedly recommend this. I thought it was amazing. I had seen some of my friends on Facebook didn't like it. There were some reasons, I don't know why. I didn't go into the depth of it, they just said they didn't like it. But I thought it was absolutely amazing. I think what got me, what always gets me, is the animals, and damn, just damn. The new characters though, amazing characters, old characters, great as well. I thought it was a really all-round good movie, so check it out if you haven't already. Hello my loves, it is Thursday the 28th of June and I completely forgot to come on here and do a little review update on the manga that I finished reading. It was volume 8 of Black Cat by Kentaro Ibuki, and I won't go into too much depth because I did a manga readathon where I was talking a bit more about my thoughts in that, so if you want to check that out, have a little look in the cards and you shall see that. But yeah, this was another good read for me. I won't go too much into it because obviously it's a novel, like a manga within a series, and I don't want to spoil anything. But if you wanted to kind of see my general overview so far of the series, definitely check out that manga readathon, because that's got kind of like my wrap up going on there. But yeah, I gave it 4 stars. I really did enjoy it. I think that's going to be it for my vlog style June wrap up. I don't think I'm going to finish the book that I'm currently reading, which is, if I can get it out, if I can find it. Where are you, my friend? I was reading it on the bus, so I probably just chucked it in my bag haphazardly, but I've got it now. It's The Killing Files by Nikki Owen, which is book 2 of the Project trilogy. I'm enjoying that so far. I'm only just over like 100 pages, maybe like 120 or so, but yeah, it's good. So yeah, I think I'll leave it there. I also saw a video actually, someone was talking about, I think it was Aoife from Fred Weasley Died Laughing. She was talking about the different, like she was doing the booktube watching tag, and she mentioned how I think it was the question on what has booktube taught you, and she was mentioning about like the different styles you can do, and she was talking about the vlog wrap-up styles. I think apparently it was mainly started by Helene, is it Thompson? Helene Thompson, I think that's her name. I've seen a few of her videos before actually, but I'm definitely going to have to go back and watch some of her videos just so I'm, you know, mentally giving her credit for this style. But anyway, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought, if you want some more videos done in this sort of format. And yeah, for now I shall leave you to it and have a great day. Speak to you in another video soon. See ya.